ET short for?
Entertainment Tonight.
No. He's got little legs.
I did get that one.
I'm here with Serena. She is an international speaker, entrepreneur, and earlier she said a person. And what we're going to talk about today is your entrepreneurship journey. Hi, Serena.
Hi, how you going?
Fantastically. So, how is it that you got started with this whole word entrepreneur?
A few years ago, I used to work for somebody all my life, and then one day when they went into voluntary liquidation, I was out of work, and I thought, what am I going to do? And people had always said to me, why don't you do your own business? And I'm like, me do my own business? Like, what could I possibly do? But anyway, as it turned out, I had a friend photographer, and we set up a website for advertising purposes, and eventually she got very busy with photography, so I ended up taking over the whole website and working it, and then I had to do workshops on SEO and social media so I could keep that website ranking on front page. And the journey of doing that, I came into this process of all of a sudden something opened up in my brain that I had all these creativity or creative of ideas. I could do any sort of business, and before I knew it, I'm going off in 10 different directions of creating businesses, you know. Anyway, I thought I was crazy because I thought, my God, what's happening to me? But when I spoke to someone about it, they said, oh my God, don't clamp that creativity, because that's your entrepreneurship of, you know, being a business owner. So through that process, I first off, I didn't have faith in myself or believe in myself because of that not knowing. And then gradually, bit by bit, through different workshops I was doing, through moving forward about improving myself, I found that, hey, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. And then I learned what being an entrepreneur was, and it was okay to have 100 different ideas going through my head. And everyone goes through the process of getting to where the most successful entrepreneurs are. So you start off with being crazy and having 100 ideas and trying them all, and then gradually you tone them and you bring them in till eventually you're only dealing with a couple. And then you go and hang around with people who have been there before you, and then learn what they did to get as successful as what they are, and make sure that your journey is going on the same line, so that then you start to become who you hang around with.
It's amazing, actually, that that brief chat that you just gave. It's so full of value. The part that most interested me is this idea of having 100 different ideas and trying all of them. Can you talk about that process? Because I can imagine it was quite difficult.
Nothing's difficult for me, trust me. Because I just do. And so when I get an idea in my head, I first off register a domain. So I've got the domain. That's why I have 2,000 domains.
You register the domain?
Yes. So, but I don't just register one, I register 10 around every possible keyword I can think of that would relate to the business. So if you have one keyword, what would people search for that would find that business, and you want them to find you, so then you add the other keywords to them, so a bit like long tail keywords, and then.
Sorry, could you just explain what a long tail keyword is?
Okay, so a long tail keyword is, so for example, if your business is coaching, you could just have coaching as your one keyword, your major keyword, or you could have business coaching as your major keyword. But then other people might type in business coaching in Perth, Australia, for example. That becomes a long tail keyword. Or business coaching about businesses global.
Okay.
And so you expand on the number of keywords that you have. So that's long tail keywords.
So it's a specific keyword?
Yes.
All right.
But you do your research to find out what people are searching for, and they're the keywords that you use. Don't just make them up yourself.
So you've registered the domain,
yeah.
10 domains using your keywords and long tail keywords. What happens next, Serena?
Well, I'm very lucky because I have an outsourcing company in the Philippines called Just Simply Outsourcing. And so they're all specifically in teams relating to different things to build that domain into a business. So we create the website that goes with each one. I have writers who write content. Content is king. So, when you're doing anything in business, you make sure that you have a website that is constantly updated. So that means just creating a few articles a month just to keep it up in Google's head as an authority website. And that's what we do. And then we add all our social media aspects to it. So we have Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest.
Do you set up individual accounts for each of these businesses?
Yes. Everything has to be authentic, because some people think if they just build a lead page and it's just a one-pager and then direct traffic from that to your main website, Google sees that for what it is, so you can be penalised for it. So we actually build a website with every domain so that, you could have, for our outsourcing business, we have 30 domains under all of the major keywords that we could get, and therefore the traffic comes in through those because they're directed to our main email, but they all have their own email with it, to show that we want it to show that it's authentic as a business. It's just that we use the keywords to get the traffic. So whatever they find first, it doesn't matter if it's any of our 30 websites, it leads back to us.
At the risk of getting too technical, so what you do is with each of the domains, you don't just refer it all back to one site. What you do is you set up businesses for each one of the domains, but they all sell the same product.
Yes, exactly.
I was about to say, that sounds like a lot of hard work, doesn't it, Serena?
Not really when you know what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got these 100 ideas, you've registered the domains, you've set up the website, and you've got some content, which I assume is like articles and things like that?
Yes, article content.
What happens next?
Well, then you either start working it as a business. But the thing I learned is I had too many things on the go, so I had to break down what I was doing. So I then started to bring it down into the focus of just 3, and that's our outsourcing, the advertising portal, and our products. And then you focus on setting up like a template so that it matches each business of what you need to do to get that business to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. So you condense your 1,000 crazy ideas, you put aside what's not really going to make you money for now, and you focus totally on the ones that do make you money. Usually 1, not 3, like me.
But you're a crazy person, right?
Yes, I'm a crazy, but just a person.
So you've set up these websites, and you've got all the domains, and you've put this work in. How do you know it's going to make money?
Well, if you've got passion and if you've got drive and you never take no for an answer, which is my motto, you just make it happen. So, you can sit in disbelief of maybe it may or may not happen, and you sort of wait for something to happen without you putting anything into it. Or you just focus forward, and what you focus on is what you get anyway, what you create. So you focus on where you want to get to. And for me, I just have drive, and I have what do I call it? I don't give up. I never take no for an answer until I get where I need to be, or the no is a real no. So you just keep going. And like I said, you hang around with people with where you want to be, because then who you hang around is what you become. So total focus, outcome.
Thank you so much. If our viewers would like to get in contact with you, how do they find you, Serena?
If you type in my name, you'll probably get Serena Williams anyway, but I'm on Facebook, and also one of my websites, just simply health.
How do they find you on Facebook?
Oh, didn't you tell them my name?
Yeah, Serena.
Serena Carli, Carli. So justsimplyhealth.com, and also my website, philippineoutsourcer.com as well. And any of the emails on there. I won't give you my phone number though.
Maybe that's for later.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Serena.
Thank you.